today we have a match between Northernlion and Sinvicta. These two are regular competitors. They have played over 168 times against each other. In recent times, their score is Northernlion 50, Sinvicta 49, so they are neck and neck. Yeah. What are your impressions of this matchup, Calamity?
From my recent experience, I think that Northernlion is the favorite going into it because he seems to do more with the information he's getting in the game, but he always messes up on some part of it. So it'll be an exciting match for sure.
Yeah, definitely close. It really comes down to, I think, in between these two, who finds what and when. Right? Sometimes they do get a little lost. And one person finds the right information and the other person just completely misses something. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because that kind of doesn't make for the most interesting of matches. But yeah, so hopefully it'll be good. So let's get into the first round. I never know exactly when they're going to push the start game button.
So there's probably going to be like a minute intro or something like that.
Yeah, how long do they talk? No, yeah, it's almost a minute, actually. I should jump. There we go. Well, NL has started anyways. Oh, I need to change over my screen. There we go. And they're in the wrong place. Of course. Why does it do that? Like, the clipping is even different. Hang on. Pause. So, like, I literally made a video and all the screens were perfect. And now
it's also once you skip forward in Northernlion's video, it didn't sync the Sinvicta video.
Oh, I have to resync. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So I need to go back a second or two, maybe.
Northernlion's
resync.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
And that's when they start. Now I need to look at my cropping. Make sure I'm not missing a bunch. I think I'm missing too much, but the problem is their names actually makes it really easy. Just switch the screen. There we go. Oh. OBS wants to snap to things that aren't.
You maybe need to move their screens upwards a bit.
Upwards a bit? Just
so it fits.
Well, here's what it looks like now on the stream. I think NL's looks good.
Oh, yeah. I can see it now.
The problem also is they both use different resolutions. Because you can notice Sinvicta's doesn't have a black bar at the top or bottom, but NL's does. So I have to kind of crop their videos a little bit differently to try to make them the same size and fit in the overlay, which is nice.
So Sinvicta's probably using full screen and Northernlion is just...
because he's
browser window.
Yeah, they're probably capturing it differently, is my imagination. But okay, anyways, we'll just pick up from here. Okay.
Yep.
So here we go. Play. Okay, so both do a good spin to start. NL heading east. Sinvicta. Again, Sinvicta does tend to spend a lot of time reading signs, I've noticed.
Yeah. It can be a good strategy. Oh, Sinvicta's found its Curacao.
Oh, nice. Right off the start, right off the gate. Oh, he even knows where it is. He's from Bermuda,
isn't he?
Bermuda, yes. So he might have some knowledge of those islands, right?
Yeah. I think they've been there in past challenges a couple of times, and they failed really badly on the first one. They got it, so they remember it now.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, there is no substitute for experience. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Curacao is also very distinct with being like in the Caribbean with the Dutch language.
Yeah, I always forget which island it is that has all the Dutch.
Oh yeah.
But it's still technically Dutch, right?
Yes, it's still part of the Netherlands.
Yeah, and Northernlion somehow zooming into Africa Or
he's seen the sign for Gobi and doesn't know that Gobi.
Gobi Desert, but not that Gobi Desert.
Yeah, no, not quite.
Not quite.
It also doesn't look much like a desert.
Yeah, it looks tropical, right? So they have that kind of climate knowledge to go off of.
If they actually think about going off of their climate knowledge.
Yeah. Sinvicta taking the route out of town, out on some roads, but NL staying in town, trying to get as much as he can from all the stores. Pretty good tactic. Oh, he's seen Curacao now.
Yeah.
And he remembers where it is. Does he? Yes, he does. Good job. Yeah. So they'll both get like 48 maybe? 49?
I think even more. Like, if you're on Curacao, I don't think you can get below like 49, 40 or something like that.
Okay.
So at this point, it shouldn't. If they don't get close to a perfect score overall, it shouldn't matter too much.
Okay, NL has now seen a sign for the West Punt and
which is the westernmost part of Curacao.
Yes. As well as the airport. So he'll start to move himself maybe in that direction a little bit. I also realized that my focus views are also backwards. Their names are wrong. But so we can do something like this. This is not Sinvicta, but it is
Sinvicta's guessed.
Yeah. Oh, Sinvicta has guessed. Let's go back. Let's take a look at him.
Off.
9 kilometers off, yes. Not bad. A score of 4973. NL has found a ring. He found a ring street. Seems to be pretty confident in his guess. Go back and
20 seconds left or 30 seconds? 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
he's guessed 4993. Yeah, so he
20
gets
20 points ahead.
Yeah, 20 points up. Not bad. Yeah, they both remembered. They both saw the right signs. Took a little bit of a different course along the way, but didn't prove to hurt either one of them. NL, quick to jump into the next round. Doesn't really always wait for Sinvicta to give the go-ahead, but no worries.
And this time it looks like they're not going to have much signs to go off.
Yeah, they are pretty rural in the mountains. My immediate guess would be somewhere in South America.
Same.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like the typical Argentinian location to me, so maybe something like Bolivia?
Yeah. I wouldn't say Argentina. I don't think we're that far. It could be. No, Argentina is pretty tall, but not that far south. Usually when you get those open roads in Argentina, you're a little bit further south than this. But yeah. Again, not a whole lot to go off of. Now there is a trick that is hotly debated in Geoguessr, is the location of the sun. Right? I've had a lot of people tell me if you look at the sun and it's south or north, you kind of can figure out the hemisphere from that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
East and west obviously is time of day, but north south can kind of help you with hemisphere. What do you think about that?
I tend to dislike that. I mean, if it's very clearly north or south, it's a good help, but I've gotten it wrong based on the sun more than a couple of times. I think it was mostly that the sun was kind of north or kind of east, kind of south. And I trusted that, and then I got it wrong on the wrong hemisphere because it probably was more towards the east or the west and didn't indicate which hemisphere it was on. It's always difficult to tell as well when you've got a cloudy, like when it's cloudy,
you
can't really see where it is exactly.
Yeah, it can help you if you're really desperate for something.
Yeah.
Right, to make you feel a little bit more comfortable in your guess, but it's definitely not something I would maybe stake your reputation on. Right.
It's normally something I use in non-moving games.
Yeah,
mainly
true.
if I'm between like one or two, like if I'm between two locations that are on different hemispheres, that's usually the only time where I'd really make use of that. But that doesn't happen all too often. It looks like they still haven't really figured out where they are. No one's zoomed into the map yet.
Oh, NL's just switched over to the map. I fixed their screen so their names match now. Okay. There we go. So, little production problem, but no worries.
He's going for southern Argentina or Chile?
Chile. He's put us in Chile right now. Isn't a bad guess.
I can understand where he's coming from, yes.
Yeah. True.
I generally always think of southern Chile to have more lakes than this.
Yes.
So I probably wouldn't have gone for it.
I don't think southern Chile is as high in elevation either. Right?
True. It has high mountains, but everything that's not a mountain is relatively low, I think.
Yeah.
Sinvicta's found cows.
Found cows? Well, maybe if he studied biology in university, he can glean the... Oh, he looks like he jumped back to the start? Or did this camera just jump around a little bit? No. NL has found some construction trucks. And doesn't seem to give him anything. Ooh, Sinvicta also almost picking the exact same location. And it was Lesotho.
Yeah, Lesotho makes sense. Lesotho is also very, very mountainous like that and with a relatively high elevation.
Interesting. So I think our guess at latitude was pretty correct. We were on the wrong continent, but the latitude was about right. But very tricky. Sinvicta showing some anger by zooming in. Doesn't quite believe it. But 55 and 51. So again, even though they both did really poorly on it, they're still neck and neck with each other. So
it's staying close. And they've got another very rural location.
Yeah. But this looks more tropical.
I was actually going to say something like Southeastern Asia.
That's the vibe I'm getting as well.
I'm not entirely sure which country though. Maybe something like Thailand?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is some kind of Indonesia also.
Also true, yeah. It could be.
The darker red dirt is something we should pay attention to that I don't exactly know as well. Sinvicta has looking at a truck.
That's Spanish if I'm not making a mistake.
It is Spanish. Or at least a Spanish-related language, or Romance language.
Yeah.
And Santa same thing with NL. Let's take a look at his bus view.
I think it might actually be Brazil, which is Portuguese and not Spanish, but that would make sense with the red dirt.
Yeah, subtropical.
I was going to say earlier, red dirt is something I usually connect with either Southeast Asia or Brazil.
I was watching, who was it? Someone said red was really indicative of Kenya too.
Yeah, that's also true.
It might just be that equator zone that is indicative of red dirt. NL also, I'm looking at another car. Yes, this is clearly Portuguese on this one. Whether or not that helps. Now, the nice thing about Brazil is that if they can find a road, like even a kilometer marker, the state abbreviation can help them narrow down their guess quite a bit.
Yeah.
So see if they're lucky enough to find one.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like there'd be a lot of these markers around here. Northernlion's actually entering a zone where there could be. Yes,
he's got a pretty good sign. Hopefully Salvador doesn't throw him off. Sinvicta also has a good sign. And if either one, Helvetia, maybe that could give him some interest. Northernlion is looking at the map.
He got thrown off. He's going to El Salvador.
He is in El Salvador. No, Northernlion! Just because it says Salvador. Yeah. It says, okay, here we go. Hopefully his sign he's looking at right now should help him.
Did that say like BA?
It
like
did.
Bahia?
It did. I think there was something on it about Brazil, so hopefully it helps him correct his guess. Sinvicta, though, still hasn't put down a guess. He is now going east and away from town again. But he is in the right country. He is in the right country, at least. He is looking at the map. There we go. He is putting us in Brazil. Not a bad guess either.
Going more
and
towards the
BA,
coast.
Baja, not a bad... Bahia, not a bad state to guess, given some of the information we've seen.
I think it's Bahia.
Bahia. Sorry, I'm trying to read off a very small screen.
I mean, same.
Yeah,
I know what it says, yeah.
Oh, Northernlion is moving us back down into Brazil. He second guessed himself. Oh, and he has guessed. He has gotten 3,315. We were near the coast, so...
He was very close to losing that.
Very close.
He managed to save himself.
Oh, but Sinvicta will get him by almost 700 points.
So that's a big one.
That's a big deficit to try to come back from, especially when you've only got 2 guesses left.
Yeah.
Again,
they're going into the next round again.
Next round, yes, both heading north.
Yeah,
they're pretty much following each other.
But they're again in the Spanish-speaking country.
Yeah, Sinvicta again thinks he knows where we are, looking at the map.
So there might be a lot of points on the table here as well.
Yes. Brazil is always the tricky thing.
And Alice found a sign that says Brazil, but it's a road sign or a street sign, so I'm not sure you can trust that.
Yeah. Again, lots of Portuguese. So that should be a clue. Oh, Brazil car. There we go. Yeah. There's a nice... I'm slow on the transition. There we go. Brazil car.
And you also...
And Sinvicta also seen a nice sign. Anything on it?
If you knew
Not really sure.
There were on the cards that Northernlion found was the area code 62. So if you know area codes in Brazil, that could give you a pretty good clue on where exactly you are. Okay. I don't think either of them know them though.
Yeah. Oh, Sinvicta has also found a sign that has Brazil as an address.
I think that's just the main road they're currently on.
Oh, really? Okay. So, but they are taking it as the country. Hard to tell if you don't speak the language, but yeah. Phone numbers are always something I wish I would spend more time memorizing, because I feel like I see, there is a .br top level domain for Northernlion. I don't know if he caught that or not. So that would tell him we're in Brazil. Yeah.
No, there's another one there.
Yeah,
Again, I'm not sure if he caught that one either.
How keen is he? Oh, Sinvicta also with the good sign.
Municipal de Anápolis. That's the city there.
Yep. So he's got a city as well as a country. Now, does he know what he's got? That's the question.
And can he find it in 1.5 minutes?
Yeah, that's always the worst, when you know exactly what you're looking for, but you're playing scan. Oh, NL with a beautiful sign. BR414. He's got a street, he's got a state code, and he's got a road. This will really help him narrow it down.
Can you actually read the state code? Because the state code is the thing that's on the white thing left to BR, but I can't read it.
It says GO? I believe
so
GO, BR. Yes. So, and I believe Northernlion does remember that the state codes do give you a lot of information, so hopefully he doesn't forget that now.
Yeah, that's always a danger with those two. But they find information a couple minutes in, and then they're like, nah, I found some different information. That's more important. Yeah,
you gotta remember everything you've seen. Oh, he is in the right state, though. Mainly because he's gone off of the city, not the state, but he's lucky enough that they're coincide with one another, so...
But he's searching through the whole country, so there is a danger that he's going to move.
Oh, no, he's got 16 seconds. Don't move. Oh, he's moved to Brasilia. That's bad.
That's not too bad. That's still relatively close.
On the edge. Sinvicta, though, is way near Rio de Janeiro if he leaves his marker where it is.
That's actually bad.
So he will lose his advantage plus some. Northernlion has guessed.
Yeah.
Oh, Sinvicta not too far behind. Yes, 1,500 point swing. Right there. 4,672 to 3,174. Wow. That completely undoes Sinvicta's advantage he had from round 3.
It puts them back at about equal, though, I think.
It should be pretty close. NL with the smile knows what happened. Sinvicta is now down 600, about 600.
600, yeah.
Yeah, and that's definitely doable. Between these two, definitely doable. Going into the final round, ooh, some Scandinavian letters.
That's Norway.
And NO.
Norway,
if and NL knows his top level domains, so hopefully he doesn't forget about that. He has zoomed in on Norway. I did not see him put a token down, but
he's put it down there. Yeah.
Okay.
You can always see, like, if the guess button on the lower right is green, then he's put the marker there.
Yeah.
But Norway is still a pretty big country, so you can easily lose those 600 points if you go towards the wrong end of it.
Yes, it's very long, and that kind of doesn't help if you're on the wrong end of the country. You can still lose 1,000 or so points.
And Norway is also quite difficult to find signs in that give you enough information.
Yes, you can see lots of cities. Ooh, Sinvicta has found probably what is everyone's dream. He's found a European road number. E6.
I think the E6 is the one, though, that goes throughout all of Norway.
Okay,
it starts near Oslo, I think, and goes all the way to the top.
Oh, then it may not exactly help him. But at least it gives him a road to search on if he can find a town name. Right?
Yeah, definitely. It's better than having nothing.
It is indeed. NL heading south now. Southwest. Looks like he's talking to his cat.
Yeah. Something that's very helpful in Norway is if you find a white road number, because those are ordered. So it starts at the bottom of Norway with road numbers starting with 1, and it goes all the way to the top with road numbers starting with 9.
Okay.
So you can, I don't think they know that, but you can guess where you are in Norway based on that.
Yeah. You always love a country that has well-organized roads.
Yes.
Right? So Japan, NL has found the sign as well. He knows we are on Europe 6. So he has the same information Sinvicta has. Sinvicta is now scanning the road, looking for maybe a city? Not sure exactly what he's looking for.
I don't think he has a city yet, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that's on the yellow sign there might be a city, but that usually those are very small.
Yeah, very small. Not going to be easy to find. NL, though, also scanning. Maybe he's just trying to put us somewhere in the middle of the road.
I think
between north and south
of the road could be a good guess. I don't think we're too far south, but it doesn't really look like the northern end of Norway either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sinvicta is just going to keep looking for that.
I think that's a mistake. That's not how you want to.
I agree. Yes.
Try to come back from a 1,000 point, 600 point deficit. All right. So.
Yeah, you'd want to be at least in the right.
NL has guessed. He has gotten 4,809, and you were right. Putting us in the middle of the country was not a bad bet. He was not too far off. Oh, but Sinvicta is actually almost right on top of the point. By almost sure luck. Almost sure luck.
He's not going to be able to make up the deficit.
There's the guess. Yes, he does beat him. Does take the round, but loses the match, unfortunately. But
yeah, it was just that one round in Brazil that cost him the points.
Indeed. We'll wait for them to pull up their final scores. We can take a look at that. But yeah, obviously I don't know if NFL will bring it up, gives us the thumbs up, lets us know that things are going well. Yeah, so your thoughts, Calamity?
Yeah, it was a pretty close match. It was 2 rounds in Brazil that went either way, where if one of them had found both of them, they would have won the game for sure. And there was, of course, that round in Lesotho that both of them didn't find. That, again, was a round where everything could have been decided. But I mean, I could say I'm glad they didn't find those because it made for an exciting game.
Yeah, true.
It was close to the end, yeah.
Yeah, they seem to make they made some mistakes, but they made the same mistakes in the end. So not too much to separate them.
They cancel each other out.
Yeah. So NL winning with a total of 17,840 versus Sinvicta's 17,349. A 500-point difference, roughly. All right. So not bad. And again, that 1,000-point swing, over 1,000-point swing, right, really is what did it for NL. Let him come back. So unfortunate for Sinvicta. I believe Sinvicta in total points in their matchups has more total points than NL. But, you know, when it comes to something like this, consistency is key. Yeah. Right? So definitely. Great. Well, thank you all for watching. We'll be back next week with another exciting Geoguessr League challenge. See you then.
Bye.